Okay, so today, first thing I read on my LinkedIn was one of my buddies stressing out over what decision the president's going to make about the oil and gas industry, what he's really already made. But I'm not here to talk about politics or anything of that nature. I'm talking about the stresses that we have, the extra worry thoughts that we allow in, that stinking thinking, if you must, that battle of the minds between the good and the bad. And how many times we just get so caught up in that and we ruin our entire day, or at least potentially great moments in a day. You know, I often say I never have a bad day. I have just bad moments in great days, you know, and that's especially true now because I know that my thoughts don't define me, number one, and it's controllable. I don't have to stay in that thought process, you know. Instead of worrying about future lack, I'm constantly creating my future for future growth, diversifying everything about myself, and truly, finally being able to, I've been able to quiet my mind down enough to be able to experience this true inner peace that I've never experienced before. It took me to age 50. Now it's second nature to be at peace, you know, and really not allow things I hear or see that may bother me or used to bother me in the past affect me, because I know I don't have to be a part of that. I can choose. I don't have to react or respond to anything if I don't want to. And I don't have to let my dominant thinking be so negative and eerie as well. And I just can't believe that I went so many years, and how many of us go all our lives. My father was one, you know, he was like me. He worried about worrying. You know, if he didn't have anything to worry about, he was wondering, oh man, what's coming, you know? Well, that's the total wrong way to think about life. I mean, because now that my parents are both gone, it's such a fleeting moment in time that we have on this earth, you know? So my goal is to bring skill sets and knowledge on how to do these things that all these great ones preach about. And I've come up with, again, always bring it left with your right. We know that your left brain is your happy brain, your right brain is your emotional brain, and it's where you can get caught up in just the emotions of everything. So there's so many times in life where you're in the heat of battle, so to speak, and you need to be your best you know, and knowing that, just squeezing your right hand, bring it left brain dominance, and immediately, without you even realizing it, they've proven already scientifically that you're a little bit happier and a little less sad. Now, taking that to the next level, you know, PTSD therapy and everything, you got the vibrating paddles right and left, eye sensor with lights going across from left to right, the sound in each ear beeping to get you total full brain at that point, peak performance. But that is for us to be able to release the PTSD vision, mental vision, not so much the vision that comes to your mind, the memory, but the feelings that come with that vision. And that's what goes away and is healing PTSD victims. So we got that. I mean, it's as simple as squeezing your right hand, then your left, alternating right and left hand, just going back and forth, crossing your legs, crossing your arms. You're bringing your left. You're activating both sides of the brain, not knowing. But now that we know, there's power in knowledge. So the next thing I want to talk about, though, is something very unique, and it really works. Is a breathing everybody talks about breathing and meditating. Well, this one's pretty simple to remember because you're gonna understand why. Okay, so the idea is just do this 3 times. Okay, when you get into a stressful situation, or even when you're not stressed, just regular, just to stay focused. Breathe in. Be conscious of your breathing for 5 seconds. Hold it for 5 seconds. Breathe out for 5 seconds. And when you breathe out, or you want to breathe in through your nose, and you can breathe out through your mouth, and push that breath out. But when you're holding it in for that 5 seconds, you want to also squeeze your sphincter. If the mechanisms that allow you to go to the restroom, tighten that up, like you're stopping it, or holding it in, and push the positive energy up to the pineal gland, which is it's one of the most important parts of our brain. They call it the third eye. Actually, is where the third eye would be. If you must, they've actually found it has like a retina-like part to it, so it's like it's pretty unique. But what you're doing is you push that energy up to your highest consciousness. You're breathing in, pushing it up 5 seconds only. Come back down 3 times. Do that 3 times, and you're good to go. And start thinking fresh again. Just come up with a new. I have a happy place, and man, I had the hardest time coming up with a happy place, but I finally got it. And it was, any of you who have children, or old enough to have children, the love that you have for them. And I was able to put myself in the place in the future that I wanted to manifest my dreams and imagination. And it's what is the key to my success in visualization with determination. Visualization with determination. And manifestation is real to me now. And it's through the skill sets that I've learned. It's through the faith that my mother instilled in me as a child. It's through the studying of the brain and the control that we have over it, and how powerful this brain that we don't even use half of. Or, we use the whole brain, okay? I take that back. But we're not accessing it the way it can be. So, anyway, again, to reiterate, the thought for the day is breathe in, hold in, squeeze your butt cheeks and sphincter, 5 seconds. In that 5 seconds, you're pushing good positive energy up through your skull to the middle of your brain, in your mind's eye. When you're breathing out all the bad that needed to get out of your body or your mind. 3 times. So look, let's keep bringing it left with our rights, and just enjoy life. Think positive, beautiful thoughts.